All right, guys. So this is Leffinen. I am in the clan SAS, but don't hold it against me. For those of you that don't like us and everything, sorry. Trust me, I do not care one clan versus the other. I'm not going to be partial to it. I just want people to have a good time, whether or not they're in my clan or not. Like right now, I'm currently making friends with people from MMM. Very nice clan, very nice people, and all. So, granted, all the different clans are built differently. They have different personalities. Get in a clan that's comfortable for you. So, we're going to discuss clans, and I'm going to show you basically, like, and not to reveal too much or whatever, but I'm going to show you guys my clan. So if you click on the button clan down at the very bottom right, you can see the different, members and gifts and wealth and all this other kind of stuff. Now, I will warn you, I always play on my phone. I never play on my computer. The only reason why I'm playing on my computer is so that I can film with my phone in order to, like, use my computer. That's the only way I'm getting this done. So I do apologize if I seem kind of clunky with it. All right, so my clan has given me 17 gifts. Being in a clan is everything in this game. You need to find a clan and you need to get into one. Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly what each one of these does, because for those of you that are in a clan and you're not taking advantage of all the things that a clan gives you, then you're really going through and just hurting yourself. Now, for our clan, right, and any other clan, the most important thing that you can be doing is hitting the help button, because this is going to go through and help the different members out entirely. Everybody has some type of job, whether or not it's building a building. So like if you clicked on a building, right? I'll show you guys exactly what this is. Let's pick a low level one. The one. All right. So I'm going to pick my mansion right here, because I know I have enough gold for this. Or not gold, but, lumber and different things for it. Man, this is so different. All right, so I'm going to upgrade this mansion up to a different level. So let's say I click upgrade to level 22. And then it's going to like give you an option to click the help button. I'll show you guys. Click the help button. Now, what you can do is you can do one of two things. You can either leave it alone, which I would highly recommend, unless you're in a rush. Or if you're in a rush, you hit the speed ups. So this is why being in a clan is so important. If you hit help, that means that all the rest of the members of your clan could go through and access helping you out. They could go through, and when they click on the other screen, so I'm going to show you. And then we're going over to this. So the help. And then if you go down all the way to the very, very bottom, you'll see that my name is up on there, Leffinen, right? And then what it does is it'll have a button to the right-hand side where you can go through and help the other person out. So let's say I click right here, right? I'm clicking on these. I'm helping people out. Every single time that you click help, that is speeding up their the process, whatever it is. So like Tali, she's going through and trying to upgrade her farmer's house. So I'm going to click the help button and help Tali out. Zolorn, helping you, helping you, helping you, helping you, helping you. Whenever I'm in the game, I always just go through and I make sure that I keep an eye on this little screen right here. So if I see that the help button comes up, bam, done. Or if it goes to the gifts do not expire. They do not go away, so do not worry about it. So a good idea for the gifts, sometimes if you're really busy, just let it run. Just, you don't have to open them immediately. But the good thing about being a clan is that whenever somebody accomplishes a task, the rest of the clan usually gets a gift. So if they go through and raid a level 10, rare crypt, then it'll pop up with the insignia, the like tool chest, and then it'll have it to where you'll have like level 10 crypt, and it'll say the name of that the person that did it. Like right now, Triumphal gifts. Deldraus went through and they bought some stuff. So whenever you see Triumphal gifts, that means that they bought some kind of sale and everybody else is going to get something from it. So like he gave everybody silver, a speed up, and some tar. Thank you, Deldraus. So you go through and you can basically get stuff from other people. Anytime that somebody ever buys something, they're going through and giving you something. Go back to the help button. We have 2 people that need help. I'm going to go through and click help, help them out. Now, as you can see, as I'm going through and helping other people, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're helping me, but hopefully they are. Like, you can judge very quickly whether or not a clan is good. Like, let's say that you join a clan and you're like, I don't know if they're any good or whatever. Now, depending upon the time of day, you might have members that like live in certain parts of the world where they're not going to be on at all hours of the night, depending upon where exactly they are. So, like, we have members from Australia, we have members from South Africa, we have members all over. So, pretty much no matter what, we always have members of our clan that are actually on the game at all times. You have like 60 or 70 members in a clan. If you have players from around the world, you always have at least 10 people on. Now, during the daylight hours, or what you think would be daylight hours, you usually will have more people on than less, and so they should be hitting this help button. Right now, I can tell that it's kind of slow because people in the United States are probably going to bed. People over in Europe are probably just waking up. And so our, members that are from Europe and everything, they're going through and they're clicking, but, it's kind of going a little bit slow. If you're pressing the help button, you are helping out your clanmates, which will help you out. People that go to a clan where nobody is participating and nobody is being going through and hitting the help button, they're going to leave. If they're a good player, they will leave and they will go someplace else. Do not press the help all button. Yes, it goes through and, helps the person, but the clan does not get credit for it. So there is a part of a clan to where basically it keeps track of how many times people are hitting the help button, and the clan will get a better rating like on the overall kingdom circuit based upon how often people are hitting the help button. So gifts and help, if you're in a clan, please make sure that you do that. It's the number one way to help out other people. All right, so I've been getting some help from my clan members and all, and granted, the timer is still going to be lengthy and everything else like that. Let me show you how to use speed ups because a lot of people do not know. So right now it says 5 days and 6 hours. Now, granted, that's because of the fact it's usually longer for a level 22 building, but I also have Aurora, which she has this like purple outfit and this big, huge like hammer that she holds. She's the construction girl. She needs to be in your city at the time in order for you to get the help. So I'm going to show you that because all the different captains have different things that they help out with. So we're going to mainly concentrate on clans and how you help each other, and then also what the heck, the different captains do. Okay, so this is my character, and it's got all this armor and everything else like that. Yay, ha. I went through and I recently upgraded to the Hellforge or whatever. That's why my armor is nice and shiny. Trust me, it was very beginner level earlier on. So right now I have 3 different captains that are active. I have Helen. She helps with training speed and also with food in the kingdom. Or food in the city. So let's say, for instance, that your farmer houses aren't creating enough food for your army. If you have Helen and you level her up, like right now, I have Helen at 144, I think. So she is helping out my food production by 144%. Big time. This girl right here, I think her name is Doria. She goes through and she will help you out with... Let's see if I can actually show you guys how to switch out. I've never done this before, so hopefully I don't mess up my own characters. Alright, so what if we do this? Is it a switch out? Oh, no, not that. Okay, I'll show you guys about that in a little bit. Man, this is so different. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, that's dismiss. Ah, okay, now I got it. Alright, so these are different captains. Like I said, guys, I'm used to on the phone. This is a very different setup. So right now, these are all my captains that I currently have and what exactly their level is and everything. Certain captains are good for certain things. So let's say, for instance, this big, huge grizzly guy up here. His name is Hercules. Hercules is a must-have if you're ever going to be a serious player in this game. The reason why. Hercules will go through and he will strengthen your army against epic monsters. And it's not like with Cleopatra to where he does 1% for every single level that she's at. Oh, I was wrong about her level. She was at 171. My bad. He will go through and double the strength of your army against epic monsters. So if I fight an ancient, or I fight Arachne, or if I fight Fenrir or Germinor or any of the other monsters, I always, always, always try and pick Hercules as my captain in order to utilize. Now, he is one that basically, if you're trying to get really strong, he's, well worth it to get. Now, the problem with him is what it costs in order to get him. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that, because there's no point in bringing him up if we're not going to go through and I'm just going to go through and tackle her onto there, Cleopatra. Yay. And let me get this. Okay, so premium, I got that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I think up here is where the different events are that are going on. No, that's a sale. Where is my events? No. Aha! It's on the left-hand side. My bad, guys. Okay, so left-hand side for the computer users. On the phone, it's on my right-hand side, but, so be it. Right around midway in the screen. All right, so I do not know why that. Okay, so these are the different events that are going on. And one of them is my bread and butter. So when I told you guys that in the last video that I did, and for those of you that haven't seen it, it's all about sales and what to do, what not to do. If you are trying to do anything in this game and move along, the only thing that you will really need is Triumphal. So here, let me explain to you why. It is a daily month cost. Now, that part sucks, I know, but, you can buy it or not buy it. If you have the funds one month and don't the next, it's fine. So let me say I click on Triumphal. Okay, so here's the, where it's super good and everything. Sorry, I'm going to scroll a little bit. Loop. Okay, so when you initially get Triumphal and everything, everybody has it. There is a free version. There is a golden version. There is an elite version. And then there's also this one where it gives you the seasonal challenges and everything. Now, they have it to where initially every single month you can pick what type of level you want to do if you're buying this. So for people that really want to move up in a cost-effective way, this is what you need to do. The Golden Pass one is I think $30 for an entire month. So instead of getting one row where the prizes are low level, I mean, you still get prizes, and some of them are pretty good. You will get prizes that are 3 to 4 times the amount on golden level. So that's pretty nice. If you spend, I think it's $100, you can get the elite version with it. So I think it's $29 and then it's $79. So, oh wait, my math is off. It's $110. Something like that. And for this one, it's 4 times even greater. So let's say that they give you 1 million lumber over here. They would give you 4 million here, and they'd give you 16 million over here. It is much more escalation. So if you're trying to let's say for instance that you want to come up with a budget and you want to figure out what you can buy, what you can't buy. This is the one thing that if you buy Triumphal, you never have to go through and buy anything else. It gives you mercs, it gives you resources, it gives you silver, it gives you everything you need. If you have this, you can compete the entire month in a decent way. You'll still have to pick and choose what exactly you do and do not do. But this one Triumphal, and they have it to where I think there's a package where you get the seasonal with the elite, with the golden, and it costs $139 or whatever. If you're trying to be a serious player in the game and everything like that, that's a good way to go. Because oddly enough, I know people that they'll spend $139 in an evening or way more. I'll explain about the Beowulf later, but Beowulf, I've spent way more than $139 in one evening, plenty of times. So with this, if you're doing Triumphal, it is a great way in order to get your characters to actually progress in the game quickly. Highly recommend it. All right, let's say that you go to the shop button. This is where I get in trouble. All right, in the shop button, right, they have different sales that they have going on or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. They have different prizes that you get from, like, competing in the Triumphals and everything else. As you level up, can you please? Thank you. As you go through and level up and everything, you're going to be accruing different kinds of coins. Now, especially once you get to, like, for me, once you get done with all 80 levels in the course of a month, and trust me, if you're playing seriously, you will go through all 80 levels. You will get to the point to where you will, your reward will be this, and it sucks. So do not speed through these levels thinking like, oh, I got to keep going because it's going to keep going. No, it stops at 80, and then after that, it's a joke. It's really not worth it to speed through it unless you're trying to place in ranking or whatever. Right now, ranking-wise, I'm number 2 in the world for my individual division. I'm in Division 6 or whatnot. And it's going to give me some really nice, stuff out of it. But even then, it's not even worth it. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I'm competing with this one dude that's right on my butt. But, like, it's not even worth it, in all honesty, to try even get up here into this. Like, just having it is enough. All right, so as you're accruing these coins or whatever, you can buy different things like Dragon Eyes or pieces of Carter or whatever, strength little icons and stuff like that. So they have different things. This one thing right here, Watchtower, they only offer one of them at a time. Always make sure that you go through and buy it. Watchtower will tell you where everything is in the kingdom, how far away it is, and what level it is, all this other kind of stuff. I'm going to be killing some heroic monsters later, and let me tell you this, finding heroic monsters is not exactly easy because there's not many of them, and you usually have to travel really, really far for it. So, like, for the Watchtower, it's a really good, useful tool for you. But this is one of the things that you can buy under the shop area. I always save mine up, and then I try and get pieces of different heroes that will come up in here. So, like Carter or Cleopatra, I bought her initially. Now, for that, you have to get up to level, I think it's like 150. They have 80 level surprises. She's at 150 in order to be able to get up, purchase these. So you got to decide how much are you playing and whether or not it's really worth going for. If it's not, don't worry about it. But anyways, so this is the different parts of Triumphal. I would highly recommend this as your go-to. It does have it to where you can buy, where you could get resources. It's like 250,000 lumber, 250,000 iron, and 250,000 steel, or I'm sorry, stone, all in one. And you can buy a whole bunch of those and everything. I think they have like a crap ton. It only costs 110 coins, so it's not that bad. Go up 2 levels and you can buy a new one. So they have missions as a part of this, and you got to go through and accomplish those every single day. They have 2 different types of missions. They have Valorant, which is basically to where you have to kill these massive epic monsters, and then you get fragment pieces or armor fragments. And if you get a certain amount, then you could go through and hit claim. And they'll give you these ribbon-looking things or like kind of like a spool of yarn or whatever. I don't know. It's a horrible way to describe it. But then you could go through and that will increase your level on this. So whenever you do the missions, you're basically going through and increasing your prizes. Now, sometimes the missions are like the Valorant side will give it to you quick. The regular side are very, very slow, and they have different things you gotta do. Like, destroy 2 barbarian squads of level 27 and higher. Okay. Destroy 2 inferno squads of level 27 and higher. Yay. Train 550 ranged guardsmen, so archers. And then I already did that one, blah, blah, blah. Every single day, as long as you log into the game, it'll have it to where you accomplish one of the regular missions. And then also if you go up to sales or whatever, it'll pop up with this one chest that will open up and it will give you free stuff every single day. So make sure you always check it. It's always worth it or whatever. All right, now here's the part about Hercules that I was talking about that I really wanted to get to. For your sales, they start out very, very basic and then they build in level. And they also build in cost. So initially, they have it to where you can buy this one, the valuable resources times 2. I think it costs you like $49.99 or something like that. Or if you're in Europe and you're using euros, I think it's like 43 euros or something like that. The problem with the sales are you cannot buy, let's say for instance, I'm like, I don't really want this one, but I want this one down here. I cannot buy this one until I have bought the previous one. So what you'll do is you'll buy this, and then it will give you all the rewards for it and everything. And then you go back into the Triumphal area, into the event, and then up into this area. And you're going to click on this dude, which is going to be free. Every single time that you buy one of these, you get a free one. Kind of like what they do with the other sales that are going on. But you're going to go through and get free stuff out of this. Now, here's how you get Hercules. So I bought the experienced guardsman times 2 or whatever. And then I got the free one. Then I got Hercules. Now for Hercules, it'll give you enough in order to initially get him. Now you'll get him as level 1, but at least he's, you can build his level and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not just talking about the star level. I'm talking about also the rank or whatever he is. Hercules is vitally necessary. If you're not spending a whole lot of money on this game, get to this point, get this one for free, and stop. This is an initial cost. I know it. I don't recommend people spend a lot of money and everything. So $49, I think it's like $49 and maybe $99 or whatever. I think it was $49. And then I'm pretty darn sure Legendary Hercules was $99. So you're spending $250. You're getting Hercules, this stuff right here, plus that free stuff, all those guardsmen. Trust me, these guys are very good. This guy right here, don't ever have him fight an epic monster. He is like an absolute hammer. But do not use him as like against elite monster or against epic monsters. Have him be part of your army. He'll go away after 7 days and everything, but for 7 days, your army's going to be nice. And then, of course, the other stuff that you had to buy. So you spend $250, but you get Hercules. And trust me, Hercules is well worth it. If you're going through and trying to develop in this game, I mean, you can play the free way. You can have it to where you just get the Triumphal 3 columns or 3 rows or whatever, like I was showing you over here. But if you want to be one of the bigger players in this game, you're going to have to, I don't know, sell a kidney or something, and then you could go through and you could get Hercules. Now, for those of you that are like, man, I don't just want Hercules star level 1. I want Hercules star level like higher. So here's valuable resources. You have to buy this one. And for this one, it's actually really cool because sometimes they give it to where you can pick, like, it'll go through and it'll give you pieces to a captain that you choose. I think in all honesty, like this one actually went through and helped me out that way. Sometimes it's like materials or whatever. Just check what exactly it says for the, what it's going to give you. So sometimes it helps you with your captains, and sometimes it just helps you with, your resources or whatever, like, lumber and stuff like that. This was a nice level. So you can see as the level goes up, so does, as further you get along into here, so does the more that it gives you. So this was, I think, like $250. And then I got free, and then improved your captain. This is how I improved Cleopatra a whole lot. This was very vital. If you're going to do like just Hercules and stop, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you decide to go further into it, then you might as well go all the way because you're improving your captain a huge amount. You're getting a ton of guardsmen. Now, granted, your army's going to be huge for a little while, but so be it. You're getting more valuable resources. I can't remember whether or not this was materials or whether or not this was the helping the captains thing. But, and then finally you get to Hercules 2.3. So this will give you a huge amount of Hercules pieces. What, 300 of them? I think if I remember correctly, it got me to Hercules level or stars level 3, which is pretty darn good. Now, if you ever want to improve his star level, here's the problem with Hercules. Hercules, you cannot get pieces of him unless you buy them. You have to buy them as part of this Triumphal sales in order to get more Hercules pieces. So if you're going to do this, you basically might as well get ready to pony up a huge amount of money, because we're talking, they're at $250, $500, $750, $1,000, $1,250, $1,500. I think to get up to Hercules, it was $1,750. And then in order to complete the whole entire Triumphal sales column of stuff, $2,000. And yes, I did it. This was my way of basically like pampering myself one time and everything. I wanted Hercules. I looked at this intensely, talked about this, numerous times with, other people. And I'm just like, I don't know if I should do this. Let me see. What do you think? They were like, if you're going to do it all the way. And I'm like, yep. So I did it all the way. So if you're going to go through and be a serious player in the game, right? You can grow the free way, or you can go through and get this Triumphal package, 3 columns or 3 rows, depending on if you're wearing or playing on your phone or on the computer. And that will help you grow. If you're going to buy stuff, make it worth it. So for this was very much worth it for me. No matter what, I would recommend that all players that want to play and actually spend a little bit of money, if you want to limit yourself, get to this Hercules and stop. If you want to be like a boss in this game, like a real big player, and I like to be like, a middle level player, middle upper, but I have some people in my kingdom that just love to torture me and everything. So yeah, I got tired of it. I'm like, I'm just going to grow as fast as I can. So I went for the Hercules, bigger level. And my clan loves it, because when we do an ancient robot or whatever, and they're only killing 25% of the robot in the course of the entire time, I do one hit with Hercules and my army, and the thing is dead. I'm not saying that if you are a guardsman level 4 player, that if you get Hercules, suddenly you're killing an ancient robot by yourself in one hit, but it does make a staggering difference. So anytime that you ever have an epic monster, use Hercules in order to fight it. Sometimes it'll be to where you have to use your main hero in order to fight it or whatever, but Hercules is so choice. But anyways, all right. So that's all I'm going to do for this one. I'm going to do another video coming up next, and that's going to be over all the individual captains, who I recommend, who I don't recommend. But I wanted to make sure I showed you guys the Triumphal, because that is so important, and so is Hercules. And then just keep on, watching these videos and everything. I'll help you guys out, and we'll get through this. All right? Talk to you later.